From Wish TV and the All Indiana Podcast Network, this is the News 8 Daily 8 Podcast with Wish TV's Kylie Conway. A Wish TV News 8 update.
From Wish TV, I'm Drew Blair in for Kylie Conway with your News 8 Daily 8 on this Thursday, February 24th. Your first headline is Russia launching its attack on Ukraine. Early reports from leaders in Ukraine, more than 40 soldiers and up to 10 civilians are dead as Russia invades the country. People in Ukraine woke up today to the sounds of air raid sirens and explosions. President Biden is condemning what he calls an unprovoked and unjustified attack by Russian military forces. New images from overnight show Russian military vehicles entering Ukraine and blasts in multiple cities. Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky declares Russian President Vladimir Putin has unleashed a war with the entire democratic world. At home, winter weather is back with freezing drizzle, freezing rain, and light snow, creating travel issues to start Thursday. Storm Track 8 says there's more to come with a second wave later. Our team is forecasting snow chances through the night. Totals of 1 to 3 inches are possible from I-70 to a Lafayette-Kokomo line. Indianapolis street crews are pulling double duty. Today, crews are treating roads for ice, freezing rain, and snow. On warmer days, they patch potholes. DPW is switching from temporary repairs to the more permanent hot mix and strip patching where necessary. The city is still urging you to report potholes when you see them. Governor Holcomb has signaled he will support a watered-down version of what has been a controversial education bill. Yet another version is heading to the full state Senate. House Bill 1134 would place limits on how Indiana teachers are allowed to educate on race and social justice issues. Senate Republicans have rewritten the controversial bill twice since it arrived from the House last month. It originally included 8 concepts educators would not be allowed to teach. Now it's down to 3. Some Democrats and educators argue the bill unnecessarily censors needed classroom discussions. The next half of the headlines topping your Thursday Daily 8 after this. Truck drivers and others are closing in on Washington, D.C. for next week's planned protests over pandemic rules and restrictions. Members of a group called the People's Convoy started rolling out of Southern California yesterday en route to the nation's capital. Some demonstrators are expected to arrive by Tuesday to coincide with President Biden's State of the Union speech. Washington, D.C.'s police chief says the city is already in preparation mode. The Pentagon approved hundreds of National Guard members for security efforts. In White County, services take place today to remember a state police sergeant and her daughter killed in a fire in their home. A public visitation for Stephanie and 17-year-old Maya Thompson will be held at Twin Lakes High School in Monticello. It starts at 2 this afternoon, goes until 8 tonight. Their funeral is at 11 tomorrow morning, also at the high school. The mayor of Fishers tells IT8 that investment companies are hiking up rent and hurting Hoosiers. The city released a new study showing around 1,000 homes in Fishers are owned by investment companies. A third of those companies are not in Indiana. Mayor Scott Fadness says the companies are buying homes for cheap, then putting them on the market at much higher prices. Fadness plans to present the findings to state lawmakers. A doghouse just sold for $44,000, and that may have been a bargain. Auctioneers expected it to go for $300,000 because it's truly unique. A meteorite hit it in Costa Rica in 2019, narrowly missing Rocky, the German Shepherd that was living inside. Christie's auction house anticipated a bigger winning bid because it's extremely rare for something hit by something in space to go up for sale. A fragment of the actual meteorite sold for $21,000. This has been your News 8 Daily 8 from Wish TV. I'm Drew Blair, online at wishtv.com, and follow us on Facebook when you search Wish TV.
This is the News 8 Daily 8 Podcast with Wish TV's Kylie Conway. A Wish TV News 8 update on demand for even more on demand and on the go. Connect with Wish TV on Facebook at wishtv.com and on the free Wish TV mobile app. Thank you for listening, and be sure to like, subscribe, and follow this podcast for updates every weekday morning on the All Indiana Podcast Network and wherever you get your podcast.